Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli, back with another review video, and yes, you read the title of what I'm reviewing. That's right, I am of course reviewing Fantasia. Yes, Fantasia. Well, what do I have to say about Fantasia? It's fantastic, I wouldn't say it's, I mean, don't get me wrong, because when I say this, it's not my favorite Disney film or anything like that. I do respect it. I like it. I do think it's really good. And it is it's a great Disney masterpiece, because how this all started, because it all started with one of the segments, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, because the popularity at the time of the late 1930s and up to the 40s, like, the popularity of Mickey was kind of dying down, and Walt Disney was not ready to let go of, was not ready for his favorite creation to be forgotten. And yeah, that's showing, because Mickey Mouse, let's face it, this is Mickey Mouse we're talking about, as of now. So he came up with, he created a new project, like a new piece for Mickey, which being called The Sorcerer's Apprentice. And it was supposed to be a silly symphony, and Leopold Stokowski offered to do it with no charge, as to what I heard. And Leopold suggested to Disney, why not expand it, make it a concert feature, and thus Fantasia was born. So it's all thanks to Leopold. So yeah, and Leopold best known because how he conducts just his arms, makes magic with music, if you get what I'm saying. So, yeah, so thus Fantasia was born. The other segments, which being Toccata and Fugue D minor, if I'm saying the two words right, which starts off with showing Leopold and the orchestra, then it cuts to whatever, strings flying, I don't know. Then the next segment, which being the Nutcracker Suite. One piece I like from the Nutcracker Suite is the Arabian Dance. Like, that bit of music playing of the Arabian Dance is actually pretty good. Also, the third segment, which being The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Mickey being a sorcerer, and I remember hearing this, because originally it was supposed to be Dopey as the apprentice, but Disney changed it to Mickey Mouse, which that's a good thing. Why would you have Dopey? Dopey is who he is, okay? He doesn't have to play another part. So Mickey can, because, I think with the characters like Mickey and Goofy, they can play any different parts, if you get what I'm saying. So, Goofy's a cowboy, Donald is a sailor or a soldier, Boy Scout leader, if you get what I'm saying. So, anyways, okay, and also because even Mickey got a new makeover from, I forget his name already, by one of the Disney animators. He gave him a new makeover for Mickey, and thus that's the look we all know and such, and also the sorcerer, of course, Yen Sid, his name is Disney backwards. Yeah, so... if you look at it backwards, it's Disney. So, but anyways, that's a fitting name and very clever for the sorcerer, Yen Sid. So, anyways, and so, yeah, so Mickey, he brings to life, he uses the sorcerer's hat and brings to life the broomsticks, to do the water and such. And yet Mickey has a dream, and thus, the broomsticks, kind of go out of hand. Like, he does destroy them, because there's only one broomstick at the beginning, but he destroys it with an axe, and then, more broomsticks come to life. Yen said he takes care of it, and, just the look that he gives to Mickey, and just, and that one part where Mickey shakes his hands with Leopold, I want to congratulate you. Congratulations to you, Mickey. Oh, gee, thanks. Well, so long. I'll be seeing you. Bye-bye, also, because, Deems Taylor, the host, you have Leopold as the conductor, and you have Deems Taylor as the host. I remember this because I didn't know this, because Deems Taylor, when Fantasia had been re-released, like, say, the 90s or whatever, like, the audio, for Deems Taylor basically went missing, which that's kind of weird. And thus Corey Burton dubbed Deems Taylor, which he didn't do a bad job, but I would still prefer hearing Deems Taylor's voice. So, I'm sure somebody, like, I saw clips on YouTube of Deems Taylor's voice. Where's the rest? Come on, Disney. You can do it, and for Disney Plus. So, But anyways, and so then we come to the fourth segment, the Rite of Spring. This is probably, and I'm probably right when I say this is the longest segment of Fantasia, and I think it clearly shows. The rest of the segments, like, because that there are 7 segments, the longest one out of them is the Rite of Spring. The last segment, which we'll get to in just a minute, it's kind of long, But okay, so the Rite of Spring, because it's about the dinosaurs, and that famous a great scene from that segment, the T-Rex versus the is it the Stegosaurus? Yeah, Stegosaurus, and that music playing. I love that. That's really good, And of course, at the end, we all know, because the dinosaurs, they die and such. The meteors, because they've hit, the dinosaurs starving, etc. They become extinct, And even during Fantasia, after the Rite of Spring, there's an intermission. And literally, because it shows all the musicians, they leave and such, which is like, what is it, over 1 minute or 2 minutes that goes on? And yet it still goes on, same thing happens when they come back. And then, before the next segment, Deems Taylor introduces the sound wave. So, the sound wave is the string and, plays the instruments, and, basically, because with Fantasia, they also had, at movie theaters, they had these speakers, I really can't remember that much, but I'm sure you guys know what I mean, so that. And then after the sound wave, the bit with the sound waves done, then we come to the next segment, the Pastoral Symphony. Oh God, I hope I'm saying that right, but that. And that one is because a bit of nudity shown, I don't know, but even one thing that's racist. I just, you look it up, so, and even that fat one, because with the goofy face, and, he's, a bit fat, and, drinking and such, and, that hair sticking out, looks like clown hair, not really, but, and even, because it also has that half human, half unicorn, half horse, those, but yeah. And then the next segment, Dance of the Hours, it's kind of a fun one, because it has the hippos and the crocodiles, and the name of the hippo, Hyacinth Hippo, one of them. I think the main hippo that we see throughout most of it, Hyacinth Hippo. So, what's the crocodile's name? I don't know. But, yeah. And then that's good, and that was good, And then the final segment, which being Night on Bald Mountain, and the Ave Maria. So, yeah, it's pretty good too. The Night on Bald Mountain is, because of its music, its power, and Chernabog, and with the Ave Maria, because of the church bells and the beautiful choir and such, and when it ends, because how it ends is fantastic, because a bit of choir is playing, and then boom, just like the movie ends just like that. Yeah, so, yeah, pretty good. Fantasia is really good because it's one of Disney's masterpieces, obviously, and just everything about it is fantastic. And again, it's all thanks to Leopold, because when he, because he suggested to Walt, why not include more, extend it, and thus, again, Fantasia was born. And, there were plans there were to be sequels to Fantasia, new segments, and with different music, if you get what I'm saying. But that never came to be, because it's surprisingly, because Fantasia kind of didn't do so well at the box office, if you get what I mean. And I think because of the stereos, as I was trying to explain. And, because even though Walt said there'd be sequels, and which kind of didn't come to be, his nephew, Roy Disney, he kept that promise, thus creating Fantasia 2000, which we'll get to that later on, so. But with that, Fantasia, it's one of Disney's gems, their masterpieces, just everything about Fantasia is fantastic. With its segments, the music, just the animation, of course, beautiful, I almost forgot to mention, is fantastic. So, and you guys let me know what you think of Fantasia. For me, well, it's obvious. I give this 10 out of 10 stars. Because you have to. Because, again, it's a fantastic Disney film, one of their gems, one of their masterpieces, everything I said, so, But anyway, so with that being said, again, I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Fantasia. More review videos coming your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video/review video. Take care, and peace out.